Moving on. Next thing on the agenda is Lakeview Drive. We have a new county graded road that begins at the end of Silverton Drive, Lakeview Drive. Now what I've got here, can all of y'all see this from where you are? Can you see it? Okay, this is running north, up this way, south to the floor. The pavement ends right here. This is dirt all the way through to Wood Lake Drive. The green part was donated by the city of Homerville, Georgia, right away, somewhere around 1,000 feet. The yellow coated part was donated by Steve W. Connor. It's about 1,400 feet of yellow road through the woods. The 639 feet more or less in this subdivision, which is Connor Sub right here, you have a house here, here, there, and there. He wishes to get paid for it, for the right-of-way, going through that subdivision. And I informed him, went and talked with him, had a good discussion. Anybody, y'all want to pass that around and look at it? Or? And he said, well, that he wasn't willing to sign the right-of-way deed without being paid for his land through the subdivision. He would willingly donate the 1,400 feet through the woods. I have a verbal commitment from Jay Shaw that he would pave the road at no cost to the county. So that's the situation we're in. Now with the state budget like it is right now, you know, things could be cut any time, because we're looking at probably a $1.4 billion shortfall statewide.
Can I ask a question before you
Sure.
go? On this part, this blue part, these homeowners already here.
Right.
What kind of right-of-way is already in there, Ken?
Well, the plat of the subdivision of Connor Sub designates a 60-foot right-of-way. Now,
So it
it's
meets our
never
minimum
deeded to the
requirements.
county.
Right.
Although the people, and we'll get to the county attorney in just a moment, but he has a dedicated 60-foot right-of-way through that subdivision.
So if it was to go to, and I don't know if I've been here 19 years, we never condemned land but one time, I think, since I've been here. And it was out on Berry Patch Road. So if we was to condemn anything in here, it would just be
It wouldn't affect any homeowner. Any
That's
homeowner.
my question.
So 60 foot is a minimum they require.
But it's already there.
The county has bladed, graded, maintained, controlled, had dominion over, exercised authority over that 60-foot stretch of road for, I'm saying 15 years minimum that it's been out there.
We've been grading it and maintaining it.
Right. And although that does constitute easement by prescription, color of title after probably 7 years, still you don't have a right-of-way.
The county's maintained it for the correct number of years, and it can't be shut off.
Right.
Can't do anything. Basically, in my opinion, it'd be a burden to the owner.
I agree, because if you have a log truck wreck hit someone there, you know, I think there might be some liability incurred on the landowner's part, since he still has title to the land, although the county would have easements, you know, to grade the road.
I got a question. I had one of them that lived there call me this past week. What are you talking about? About the no through truck sign being pulled up. What was?
Well, the reason for that was we had other property owners throughout the county that had short stretches of road, and they had found out about I guess they saw it visually on the ground, and they had begun to make inquiries in reference to why, if we didn't allow truck traffic on 600 feet there, that part of dirt road, or all the way through, why couldn't we cut off truck traffic around their property? So it's, you know, you just got, you got to think what it's going to cost to do it and to enforce it. But if the county wants to consider the act of eminent domain and go through condemnation proceedings, then you'd be required by the statute, I think this is correct, to have an appraiser go in and do a real estate appraisal on the property as it is on the ground, and work it out with the landowner as to what compensation he would be justly due. Is that correct?
That's generally correct. Now, when there's state and most importantly federal funds involved, they add a whole lot It's basically the same process, but a whole lot more disclosures and meetings and stuff, so we have to make sure with Jay Shaw, if those funds are gonna pay for it, then that's the general process with a lot of little things added to it. But if the county just does it, that's generally correct. Hire an appraiser, get an appraisal, offer the money, won't accept it, then, file the lawsuit condemning it. The property would immediately become the county's property, subject to compensation. The only factual issue then would be whether or not the landowner was offered the correct amount of money. That is a potential jury trial issue, just how much the land's worth.
Well, I discussed options with him about, has to do with backing. And he said, well, Kenny, you know as well as I do that land there has been selling for $7,000 to $8,000. I said, I'm aware of that. But we have a 60-foot strip through there, which you can't build a house on it. You can't do anything with it but drive on it, because these people that's living in the back there, they could rise up and protest. I assume that they're using that, and so.
If it were deeded to me, I'd immediately deed it back. I mean, it's not worth, to me, it's not worth anything. I wouldn't want it. You'd have to pay me anything. You can't do anything to it except have a road there, basically.
I got another question for Chad. When all these people in his back bought these lots and stuff, I'm assuming they had an easement or something to come through that road to get to their place on their deeds?
Well, I don't know whether they did or not. Kenton said no.
No.
But you and I mean,
The deed is worded, it says, all that tract or parcel of land, blah, 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 being all of lot 11 in Connor subdivision, as per plat recorded so-and-so, so-and-so. It didn't say subject any easement, right of way, blah, blah. But when you sell something, somebody back